We got live. Oh, wait. Can't start without the music. Gotta get the music on there. They don't have a Not Like Us version on Epidemic. Not Like Us style type beat. No. Oh, what's this one?
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, ain't no errors, baby. It's a new era.
What's going on? What's up with it?
Like I'm
We chilling. Getting this podcast started.
Let's take a trip to the islands. We up on this
how I feel right now.
Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it.
Don't mind my hair. I just came out the shower. I gotta go twist it and stuff at some point. Maybe, probably tomorrow.
Good luck with that. This is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the sauce, they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Another one. What else? If he got some heat, that's Nick Caution. I should slap my guy. I hope the rest of the music is like that too. I hate when they have like one good song and the other one be like this doodle. Okay. See, what is this? This is not the same energy I just heard, bro. It's not what I just heard you drop. I don't even know how you rap like that and then don't have no. You don't have no other joint, bro? That just got me. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could be Jay-Z and you playing, man. What?
Is it an artist, right?
Yes! He only got 4 songs. This is what he got. This.
Wait, which one is the one you just played?
This one. I just played that. On what?
Yeah, that. Interesting.
That man got one freaking track like that. That was so heat. That's crazy, bro.
Right.
That's crazy. Let me see another song on here. That's crazy.
So you knew what it was.
They be playing. I hate when they do that. Let me see how this one sound.
Some of us are cannibals.
Ooh, Angry and Epic. That's what it's called.
cherish the moment, it's high stakes. I used to spend time on my time
I need
playing.
angry and epic. I need more angry and epic. Why is angry even an option for songs? Let's see. I want to add epic on here. Angry, rock, metal, hip hop, ambient, drone, suspense, beats, 2000 horror, 1990s. Where's epic? Epic is not a movie. Where would I even find that? That's angry? Yeah, y'all killing me. Ooh, what's this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long time coming. It's been
Okay.
a long time.
I'll have to put the TV on real quick.
Yeah.
There we go. Get started with the podcast.
This is how. Getting down.
I'm feeling kind of energy right now.
Yeah.
Bring back the other guy.
Yeah. Hey. This is how. I'll be getting down.
Bro, what is
This is how.
Get like that.
Nah, I might get one more try, and after that, I'm going back to the other song. I didn't click that one. I want angry and epic. How do I get more of that? This the shit I be talking about. I can buy that? Okay, I'm playing that same song again, and then I'll put the podcast on.
Hey.
What?
Put your hand up to the camera.
How do I?
Ain't to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah, oh shoot. They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made.
I feel like this should
Let's
not.
see how you
I
do
don't know
under
who this
pressure.
man is.
Let's see how you do under pressure.
All his
Give him a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give him a name to remember. Hey.
All right. Y'all are here with the Bamboo Project podcast. Wait. Let me see if I can remember it. Welcome to the Bamboo Project podcast. My name is Donovan Gray, the future $10 billion man. And on the way to 10 billion, I decided that I am going to help create 1,000 millionaires, including myself. And not by being a guru or selling a course, but by doing the things I already love to do every day and documenting the journey to get there. I figure I'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to. My name is Donovan Gray, and this is how I will turn my life into a living. Okay? So let's see. What do we have on the agenda today? We kind of have a couple things. I'm not going to lie to you. The timing of the podcast is very interesting because certain things that came up that I have put on the podcast have a different energy and conclusion as to what ended up happening in those particular circumstances. So first things first, okay? Last podcast, I know what I was talking about, right? And I was talking about, don't mind my eyes. I don't smoke. I took a shower. My eyes are red.
You be smoking.
So. But, okay. Actually, I'm going to read to you what I wrote down on my notes for this week. Okay, this is what I originally wrote down when I was taking notes for the podcast. All right, I wrote, okay, I don't think I knew this. Okay, boom. So, I guess I don't even think y'all. I don't even know what y'all remember. Okay, so yeah, I know there's a person in the park right now that is selling candles, right? It's kind of weird. I see that some of y'all had some comments where y'all felt like some of y'all said I shouldn't really feel type of way, and what is what it is, and just keep blessing. And some other people were like, listen, bump all that, like she's bugging. Oh, is there food in her thing? Because hers was unplugged.
No. I fixed all of those products.
Okay.
She found, I don't know, she found a piece of plastic in the plate. You want me to take it?
Yeah, for now.
Sushi.
Oh, that's the thing for the ink, for the toner.
Oh.
So, all right. So, I'm at the park, right? And stop me if you heard this story before. I'm at the park and selling my candles. It's probably about 6 o'clock at night, so it's starting to get dark. It's kind of winding down for the night, and someone comes and approaches me, right? So, I turn like, oh, it's you, right? It's the girl, like y'all know, that sells the candles. So she asks me, right? She says, do you mind if I set up right across from you? Now, this is a big ass park, right? That's very strange to me that you would even want to do that. My theory is that she has set up in that spot before and got a couple of sales or something like that and just wanted to do it again, right? When she asked me, I'm like, listen, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. That's kind of weird. Like, there's this whole park. I'm already set up here. You see me set up here, and then you ask me to set up across from me. I'm like, we both sell candles. You've never set up across from me. Why all of a sudden would you want to do that? That's very weird. So I'm like, nah, don't do that. That's weird. So she moves to, now I'm going to give you guys a little, let's call it geography lesson, okay? So you got your north, right? Then you got your south down here. And then you got your, let's just go east and west, right? For whatever. So I am currently on the north side of the park, okay? When she asked me to be in front of me, I said, yeah, that's weird. I would rather you not do that. So she ended up going to the east side of the park and setting up her candles. Okay, cool. Whatever. So as I'm leaving the park, right, I'm setting up, because when she came to me, I was like, well, you going to set up right now? Like, it's 6 o'clock. Like, why would you want to come to the park at 6 o'clock and set up? Like, everybody pretty much done left the park already. Anybody can come to the park right now is pretty much a kid or is doing drugs. Like, most people who have money who are buying candles not really, like, at the park that late. You might get some sales, maybe, but, like, 6 to 8 is rough. Especially if that's, like, you're banking on making your money off of that. Right? So That was before the whole she asked me about setting up there. So now it's probably going on like 8ish. I'm deciding, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna head home. I'm packing up my stuff, packing up the candles, packing up the bags, the table, so on and so forth. I start walking towards the exit of the park. I'm walking towards the west side of the park. Remember, she's on the east side. So I get about halfway out the park, and I hear somebody like calling my name, right? And I'm looking around, I'm like, what's going on? Somebody tapped me. I'm like, oh, what's up? So it's actually her husband, right? So he was like, yo, she would really like if you could, smell her candles and tell her what you think about them and kind of give your feedback on it. He was like, yeah, when you come back tomorrow, would that be cool if you do that? I'm like, you know what, listen, I'm already here at the park. It would be better for me to just do that right now. I'm like, yes, I'm halfway out the park, but I don't mind going back and just, smelling the candles, taking a look at it or whatever. So go back over there, smell the candles. Now, here's my instinct, right? It was... So, I'm smelling the candles. Happy Saturday, Nasia. Shout out to Saturday nights. Well, I don't know what your time zone is, but I feel like it probably will still be night. So I am smelling the candles. They all have like a very similar scent. So, and here's something else I've learned, right? People always ask us for floral scents, and I give them what we have that have floral notes to it, right? After smelling her candles, I think that the generic smell of candles is what people consider floral. Like when you go to any average candle place, or not candle place, someone that sells candles, like a Whole Foods or TJ Maxx or something like that, I think a lot of those candles are the floral candles. They smell like, I don't want to say old. They just not the vibe that I like personally, right? So smelling them, I'm like, okay, these are cool. One of them was kind of cool. I liked. So, we started talking a little bit, and I asked her, I was just like, how's it been selling over here? She's told me that she has yet to hit $200 in a day, right? She also, I was kind of asking, what is your plan when you're out here? Like, what is you, like, do you have a goal in mind? Like, how many days you want to come out here? How much money you trying to make, right? So she tells me that she wants to get 60 sales a week, right? Which, again, that's not like unreasonable for the week, right? 60 sales is not unreasonable. Then she says, I asked her, I said, well, how many days you want to come out? Like, if you're coming out every day, I feel like you could get like 10 a day for fake, and then get a little bit more on the weekend or a little bit less. I mean, that's possible. If you're out here all day, that's possible. She said she wants to come out 4 days a week. Four. Right? I said, okay. So you make it a little hard, but I'm like, listen, it can still be done if you come out on the best days of the week. That would be like Saturday, Sunday for sure, maybe Friday, and then you might get away with like a Tuesday or something, right? So I'm like, you're making it tough. I'm like, yeah, so how often, like, you gotta come out here probably like 9, maybe like 10, and then stay to like 8, maybe, something like that, right? Like, especially if you're not like a super salesperson, you might have to stay here a little bit longer if you want that 15 sales every day. And again, I think you can get it done before that. She then tells me she only wants to come out for 2 hours. So she wants to come out 2 hours a day, 4 days out of the week. No, my bad. Yeah, 4 days out of the week, and also make 60 sales. Now, anybody that has, I feel like anybody that has sold anything, like at a craft fair, would know how unreasonable that might be, right? Now, it's not hard. It's not impossible, right? I think depending on what you're selling, you can get those sales, but you might have a lower price product. I think selling a higher price product and getting 15 sales in 2 hours every day consistently is going to be difficult, right? So I'm like, ooh, I'm like, is that possible? It's unlikely, but if you were able to time the hours from like, I'm gonna come out at 12:59 and leave at 2:56, like something like that would be how you could kind of manage getting 15 sales a day. Again, seven sales an hour, right? This is how, like I said, I love you got to break it down to the smallest unit of measurement you can, right? So if she wants to get 15 sales per hour, no, in 2 hours, that's 7 sales an hour. So she has to be doing a sale every like 10 minutes. Honestly, every less than that, probably every 8 minutes, I think. She would need to be doing a sale, like every 8 minutes for 2 hours straight, nonstop, right? Possible, yes. Likely, not very much. So, we're talking about that. We talked more about her since. We talked about kind of what my thing is. I'm like, yeah, we have the mini candles, and like we're in a park. People aren't really trying to like buy the biggest candle or whatever, which again, it's not that it's not true. It's that, like, depending on who you are, people might buy it or people might not buy it. So, we finished talking, and I'm like, I left that conversation, and I felt like I'm going to cut her some slack. I feel that she's in a very, like, desperate space. I don't know what may be causing that, but I feel like she's really trying. She's trying to get the sales. She came up to me, asked me to be across from me, which, you got to respect that. And then she's out here even for 2 hours, which I think is crazy, but she lives in Jersey, came out here to then do that. So I'm like, okay. Like I said, mind you, I was ready to come on the podcast and be like, listen, guys, I'm going to cut her some slack because I think that I was being too hard on her. She's just trying really hard to get sales. She's doing her best, and, sometimes be a little weird. Right. Exactly. Anybody that's listening, Nasia said she does not see that happening for her. It took her, Nasia, 6 hours just to get 6 sales today. Like you said, it could happen, but it's not feasible. Like it's very unlikely that that's gonna happen. It have to be like a super rush. You'd have to know how to sell, and you'd have to like consistently have like what you need inventory wise or whatever bag wise. Even then, you gotta pack the bag. You gotta talk. Like getting a sale every 8 minutes is so tough because we kind of have it down in a sense where we don't have to say that much to the person. If you don't really have that, you're gonna be talking a lot. So every time you're talking, it could be like a couple minutes you're talking or whatever. I don't know if 8 minutes is kind of long. I feel like maybe it's not that long. 8 minutes could be long. So if y'all sell candles or sell products, you know that some people get to chatting when you're talking about anything. They be like, "Oh, these are candles." Back in my day, my son gave me a candle when I was just having my second child, and he was telling me that I should have more candles around the house. And then I remember his father said he didn't like candles. And next it's an hour in. Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. Shout out to you, Nasi. Y'all here grinding. Because listen, them craft fairs, them fairs and stuff, it's no joke. You're going to have to learn. You're going to learn a new part of yourself trying to get them sales. Got to come out your shell. I remember when we did our first one, I was talking to everybody, which is kind of funny. I don't do that now. People will walk by, like, "Hey, you want to smell a candle? Hey, we got candles. Come smell a candle. Hey, come over here. We got candles. Come smell candles." That's how it was before. Now, I don't really do that as much, which I don't know if it's better or worse or not. I don't know. I be thinking that to myself, like, should I be doing that? I don't know. But I could. I just don't. But yeah, how else was the event? I'm curious. How did it go? While she tells us about the event. So that's what I'm telling myself that I'm like, listen, you know what? I'm gonna tell the podcast, I'm gonna tell everybody, like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. She's a nice person, she's understanding, and she's considerate. Why? I'm outside the next day, right? It might be 2 days. I'm outside from like 12 o'clock. So maybe like 12. I stayed at like 6, 7, right? So like 2, maybe 3 hours into me being outside, I notice to my right, across from me, that someone is setting up their table. Right? Someone is setting up a table. And I look to see who it is. And who else other than this candle lady, right? This candle person. So now I'm annoyed, right? Now I'm like, okay, I'm upset because I feel like this was very blatant, and this is after you asked me before about it, and I told you that I think that would be weird, right? This is after that. So now here's my theory, right? This is a convo that me and Melissa have often because I feel like a lot of times women don't understand certain dynamics between men, and I don't know if it's because of how women interact with men or how women interact with other women. I don't know how it happens. Ooh, yeah, that's the most important thing. Nasi was talking about the event. I definitely think anyone that does events, like it's gonna be a long journey, right? At least that's what I've experienced. And a lot, if you can get sales, obviously that's amazing. That's great. Like obviously that's what you want to do. But learning about your product is even better because most people will never know because they never take their product out to people. So there are so many things that we've learned about the product, about the wicks that we might have changed, the vessels that we might have changed. Right, exactly. That's facts. And we're still doing that now. We still ask people like, what can we change about this? We're gonna do a poll soon on Instagram, like, what do you guys like? What do you not like? We're always trying to make it better. And we're always talking to people. If you don't talk to the people about your product, you're putting a product out there that most people probably have problems with. It is what it is because I think that most people operate from I know what this is and I know how it works, right? And then you give it to somebody else and they have no idea how to use it, no idea what to do, no idea why it's doing what it is. And you're like, it's clearly obvious, but it's like you're thinking from your brain and you put the work in. They're like a baby to you. They have no idea what this thing is, right? So, I digress. So this girl set up right across from me. And like I said, I'm annoyed. Now, the thing I was hitting on earlier about the dynamic between men and women is, this is my theory. I don't know if this is true. I don't have any evidence to back this up. This is just my guess. When she came up to me the first time and asked me, she said, do you mind if I set up here? And I said, nah, that'll be weird, right? I think that she was going to set up there regardless of me being there, right? I think her husband was like, yeah, you should probably like ask him about that because that's kind of weird that she wanted to set up across from him. So I think begrudgingly, she came over to me and was like, hey, do you mind if I set up right over here? That'd be cool. And I was just like, nah, don't do that. Like, that's weird. So I think, again, begrudgingly, she went back to her husband and was like, yeah, he said that, it'd be weird. She's like, yeah, we can set up right over here. Right, on the west side or the east side. This day, he was not there. So I think, like I said originally, that she wanted to sit up there anyways the first day. I don't think she was going to ask me. I don't think she was going to say anything to me about it. I think she's going to bring a table, put it right there, and this is the first day when it was 6 o'clock, and just kind of leave it at that. Why do I think that? Because this day, that is exactly what she did. Got her table and put it right across from me. And to make this is how I know. This is how I know she knew that was fucked up, right? Because she did not say a single word to me the whole entire time she was there. Not a single word. She didn't come by the table. She didn't come over to say nothing at all. And that's why I'm like, oh, okay, this is foul behavior. Now, I think, like I said, it's a desperation thing, for one. I think that I have learned from doing these craft fairs to keep my distance from people who are very desperate to get sales. It kind of like drips off of them that they want to sell so bad that they're willing to pretty much just do anything, right? They're just like, please, somebody buy my thing. Oh my God. And this is why I be saying it's better to keep going to fairs because you have to learn why people like your product or why they don't like it or whatever the situation is. People just don't know. And I think that, you have ups and downs. We've had days where we've gotten 1 or 2 sales. We've had days where we've done, I don't know, 50 sales in a day, which is kind of crazy. That's crazy. Me and you have done 50 sales in a day, just me and you. That's insane. That's a ridiculous amount. You know what's crazy about that? Damn. Well, I was going to say, that is kind of crazy. We did 50 sales, right? Mm-hmm. And we probably made like $1,100.
Really?
Yeah, like $1,100 or $1,200.
Dang. Okay, I can see why. That's kind of crazy.
Right. It's insane. So now this person got me all the way messed up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not rocking with you respectfully. Don't even say nothing to me. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't ask for no help. I'm not giving you nothing. Don't talk to me. I hope they come and kick you out the park. Like, I don't even want to see your face. Honestly, I was considering next time I see her, taking my table and putting it right next to hers. And just set up there, take it and just selling, right? The only problem with that is I don't want her to learn what I'm doing. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do that. But all I know is from this day forward is finito for her. Like, it's crazy. And then in that convo we had, I had told her about the small candles. So she posted on a story the next day, hey guys, coming in the park tomorrow, gonna have my minis, everybody come see me. And I'm like, listen, I know you're stealing from me, right? It is what it is. I gave you this information, so do with it as you wish. But there is a etiquette that I think people should have, and I think there are boundaries that I think people should have. And like I said, she has crossed those. I have no intention of ever helping her again for anything. Now, speaking of boundaries, that brings us to our next topic. Okay. So some of y'all may have seen this. Yeah, fact. She's one of them. She's one of those people. That's what Nassia said. She's one of those.
Oh.
Right. Now, boundaries. Y'all may have seen this video of a teacher letting these girls take his hair out, right? If you have not seen it, I will bring it up on the TV for you, and you guys can watch it. It's real quick. I always forget how to do this. How do I know if right now it's black?
I know it's black.
Like when I try to show the screen.
What are you turning off? Come on, right. Turn off the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's black.
And then go to sharing screen.
Mm-hmm.
Drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Oh. What does that say?
Mac OS screen capture.
Right click that.
Oh, right click.
Go to properties.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
Window capture, OBS Studio.
Okay. Switch it to like something else.
Which one? The window OBS one?
No.
The window capture.
Yeah.
Display capture.
And then hit OK.
Okay.
And then, hold on, wait.
Oh, I thought, let me see something before I do that. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Can you go to can you put yourself back on the screen? And then can you just close out my messages?
Close out your messages?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
What?
Yeah, you should be fine.
So this is it.
Yeah, you gotta go to whatever screen you're trying to go to.
Why it's not showing this? Oh, it's screen record. Wait, what is it? What is? This is showing what's on the computer, right? Okay, let me pull it up. Go to TikTok. Oh no, not this one. Am I ever gonna find the original? Just for all I know, I'll probably never find the original.
Isn't it on Twitter?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, they can see your screen.
Someone said, I'm just thinking of what my what my daddy would have did if he saw a video of me taking my male teacher's braids out. Okay, where is, go to media.
I think I know what's his name.
Okay, here we go, found it. You said what?
Okay.
All right. You guys ready? This looks like it's a picture, not a video.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall
Here we go.
Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent
Can you hear?
Yeah, they can hear.
Okay.
myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my
He
over
asked
100
them?
best friends to assist me in taking my
See?
hair out and they all agreed.
Right.
Number 2, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I would all of them have passed at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is, if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics, because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these students have been with me since I was a substitute 4 years ago. They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say. And me, I don't want kids of my own, so all of these kids are literally my children. And in case you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like me in their life. And my admin, they're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism, or mutualistic relationship, which means both organisms benefit from the exchange. So when my students have good behavior, complete all their assignments, and do everything that a scholar is supposed to do, I reward them with downtime and just time to just be a kid, be on their phones, play games, gossip, so on and so forth.
Right.
My students and I work hard and we play harder. I'm fortunate enough to have students that feel safe and comfortable around me. Safe to come to me with their problems
Is he holding a
and
gerbil or
frustrations,
something?
to come to me seeking guidance and wisdom, or come
Also
to me
a frog.
simply to chill and hang out because they know that they have a safe space to be themselves around me. What I strive to do as an educator is be the teacher I wish I had growing up. I strive to be the teacher that makes my inner child happy, someone that my inner child would be proud of. I want to be the teacher that my students reflect back on 20, 30 years down the line and think like, dang, that teacher I had in middle school, he was the shit.
Damn, middle school.
No further questions, Your Honor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you think this was inappropriate or people were making something out of
Like he said,
nothing.
middle school.
And although you are entitled to your opinion, all I ask is that you be respectful. Thank you.
Okay. So now that you guys have seen that, I'm curious, what are you guys' thoughts on it? And I will tell you what my thoughts are. How do y'all feel? I'll give you a couple minutes. Drop your feelings in the chat.
You should play some Kendrick.
Oh. Which one? Not Like Us?
Yeah. And he took the copyright off.
He did. Oh yeah, I'm about to play that right now.
He took the copyright off. Okay, let me go back and make sure.
I see dead people.
Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, girl, I am a legend, tell him to bro. She walk around like Tizo, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options, I'm finna pass on this body, I'm
So
John
yes, what do y'all
Stockton.
think about that video we just watched?
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes
Good
you gotta
evening,
pop
good
out and
evening.
show niggas. Certified
Love
boogie
on
man,
Fire.
I'm
Did
running
you
up
watch
the
the
score
video?
with
Did you
him.
see it that I just
Whole
played?
time I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the
If
phone
you
him.
did,
Say
let me
Drake,
know, what do you
I
think
hate like I'm
about
young.
a
You better not
teacher
ever go to cell block
letting
porn. To any bitch
his
that talk
middle
to
school
him and they in
students
love,
take his
just
hair
make
out?
sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs.
Okay.
And party at
So
the party
Nasia
playing
says
with
she
his
does not
nose
see
now.
issue
And
with
Baka
it.
got a weird case. Why is he around?
She
Certified
said-
lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wow.
She said, it is not what I expect, but I don't see an issue really. Okay. So that's Nasia's take on it. Anybody else got any more takes on it? Anybody else got some?
That fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still.
Okay, so here is my thoughts on it. Okay. So it's actually very funny this even came up because I have a friend recently. This literally happened like maybe 4 days before this even came up. He asked me if I would let Melissa braid his hair, right? And I said, you're bugging. I'm like, that's insane that you'd even ask me that. It's crazy, right? I'm like, you are out of bounds for that. That is so crazy to ask me, can my girl braid your hair? Okay? So I'm like, to me, that's too intimate, right? Here's why I say it's an intimate thing. Melissa does my hair, right? I be falling asleep. My head be going back. She has to hold my head, move it side to side. I sometimes it feels really good. She's pulling on my hair, things like that, right? Now, also there are times, now I didn't think about this before. There are times where she has to stand directly in front of me like this. This is Melissa and her chest in my face, right? Now, why would I subject my friend to a situation where he has to have that kind of self-control with my girlfriend being in front of him? Why would I want to do that? I would not put someone, my friend, in a situation like that, right? Because here's my base issue. Growing up, I've learned this, okay? Not to put my friends or girlfriends in circumstances where there comes a question of what happened, right? I don't want, he leaves and she's like, yeah, I think that his elbow brushed up against my butt, right? Or he's like, yo, bro, she rubbing my neck while she's doing my hair. I don't even want to, even if one of them is telling the truth or not telling the truth, I don't even want to know. And I think I don't want to know. I don't want to have that conversation where I'm like, okay, now who do I trust? Is it you? Was it you? I cut off both of y'all, right? I don't want to go down that path. So again, like I said, to me, it's very intimate. Also, now if that were to happen, he wouldn't be between her legs while she's doing it. But like I said, that can be a very intimate situation. Now she has to put product in his hair. She's massaging his scalp, getting in there. That's too much. She's not a hairstylist. She's not a hairstylist. She's not a salon. This is a regular person that does my hair. That's crazy, right? So then, like 4 days later, this comes up. Maybe, I don't know, a week later. Now, I was kind of, I don't know if I say it's on the fence about it. I'm like, listen, I know what he was trying to go for, right? I understand the idea of being comfortable with your students. I've had teachers where, I might go to watch their basketball game. They might take me home from school. Mostly, like, not teaching, more of a coach thing. Honestly, when I was in Potsdam, this is when I got suspended. Again, I still don't think this is that inappropriate. I stayed at one of my teacher's houses. I slept over there. But I was downstairs and she was upstairs, right? So it was like nothing. She had like 3 or 4 golden retrievers. I slept downstairs. Nothing ever happened. Just there, right? So, and honestly, when it first happened, I didn't see the video. I just saw tweets about it. So I said, okay, that's not that much of an issue. It's you need a lot of context, and you need a lot of nuance for it. So after watching that video the first time, and then kind of thinking more about it, seeing the discourse on it, right? The thing I've realized and taken away from all of this is the fact that all relationships have boundaries, right? And all of them, mom to son, son to teacher, or student to teacher, police officer to civilian. There are boundaries for all relationships, right? Acquaintances with acquaintances. There's a lot of boundaries, and I think what you don't want to do is, or let me put it this way, you have to enforce those boundaries with those people in those relationships. I think that is blurring the lines of the boundary that you have with your students, right? I don't think that it's a sexual thing. Let me say this. When I first watched it, I don't think it was sexual in nature, right? I don't think he was like trying to have sex with them or groom them or anything like that. However, I do think it's inappropriate because of the boundaries that should be set between the teacher and the student, right? So there are certain things you don't do with your teacher, and not all because they're, again, sexual, but there are certain things you don't do with them. Okay, so Nasia said, I don't see an issue with it because I can separate the thought of it being an intimate situation from it being a regular interaction, but I do understand enforcing boundaries. And Jay's Crazy Gamer said, I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, so I don't think there's any scenario. Okay, I'm going to tell you how my thought process went for this, right? Before watching it the second time right now. If you knew from the day before that you had to take your hair out, right? You knew that going into it. You're like, okay, tomorrow I have an appointment to get my hair done. It has to be taken out. It has to be taken out. And I got to do it tomorrow, right? I feel like he should have had a solution by getting there by the time of the appointment for his hair, right? I don't think at any point the solution should have been, I'm going to ask my students to do it for me when I get to school, right? So already I think that you are conflating. First of all, another thing, calling them besties. You're conflating your students with your friends, and that's already they're not your friends, right? Can you be cool with them? Yes. There's a boundary between them and you, right? I think too much touching is a boundary that shouldn't need to be there, right? That's one. I think not saying they did this, but personal phone calls, right? If the teacher is calling the middle school girl at 7 p.m. on the phone, right? It could be about homework, but you're gonna be like, why are you calling her, this middle school girl, on the phone about homework? You call the parents, or you wait till the next day to talk to her, right? Because there's a boundary of inside this school, this is where you're the teacher. Outside of it, we're not even like situated like that. So for him to call her, not saying this happened, it didn't happen. That's an example of going outside the boundary. This to me is an example of that too. I don't think that, again, like I said, they're pulling on his hair, they're massaging his hair. One of them was leaning on him when she was petting, I don't know if it was a frog or something like that. Right, so so TJ Good Vibe said that he texted them, right? Now I did see that, but what I heard was it was actually an email and not a text, because they were saying that they love him and they're so mad that this happened and they're upset by it, right? I also don't know how I feel about them telling him they love him, and this is what I'm saying about boundaries. None of these things are innately bad things, but when you start questioning boundaries, you start getting to places that you shouldn't even have to be at. And that's what I think the problem is. Because you start getting too close, you start doing things like taking the hair out, texting them after school, hanging out with them in non-school related places. You're like calling them besties and stuff. Again, that me personally, like I said, I had great teachers growing up. None of them I think were my friend. I've never had one that said, this right here, this is my best friend, my teacher. It's like, no, I respect my teacher. He's a cool teacher because he can make jokes and cut ass on us or whatever, but it was never like, this is my best friend, my teacher. That never happened, right? And then the comment about the girls thing, that was a red flag for me when I heard it. Because I don't think justifying what you're doing by saying if a girl did it, it would make it okay. Right? That doesn't make it, because you're not a girl. Which again is part of why people think that it's wrong. Because you are a guy. Like, if you had a teacher, like I said, if a female teacher goes to a female bathroom with a girl on her period, people go, damn, it's not that bad because they're two women, right? If a guy does it, it's like, bro, why are you going to the bathroom with her on her period to help her? You can find a female teacher to help you do that. So for him to use that excuse, imagine that scenario, right? A guy teacher, a male teacher, goes to a bathroom with a girl, she's maybe 11-year-old, get her period for the first time, and he's trying to help her figure that out, right? And people go, yo, are you crazy? Why are you doing that? He goes, well, if I was a girl, it wouldn't be a problem, right? It's like, bro, that's ridiculous. Yes, it wouldn't be a problem because if you were a girl, which you're not. So yes, it's still an issue, right? Another thing too, these girls are middle schoolers. I didn't know that. I thought they were like high schoolers.
Bro, I thought they were high schoolers too.
Right? So, do you guys really believe that none of those girls find him attractive? You think this guy, who he could be fairly tall, tatted up, like he has good skin, has long hair, and is the teacher in the power position, none of them find him attractive or think that he's cute or flirt with him at all? Y'all really think that? Y'all been in middle school before. I know I had teachers, if I thought she was cute, I'm like, ooh, man, that teacher, ooh, man, she's so bad, right? So now, again, because you have these lines that are being blurred, you're allowing this younger girl who is probably crushing on you to take your hair out. So now she's like, "Oh, I get to play in this hair." I'm not there, so I don't know what they may or may not have been doing. I can confidently say that some of them probably find him attractive. Does that change the dynamic of them doing his hair? And as a teacher, as a guy, he should know that. He should already be able to pick up on that and go, yeah, this is not... Again, this is why... Well, okay, let me ask you this. Did they look like him? Do you feel like any of his of your teachers look like that guy? Tatted up, he had a watch on, he had his hair done. Like I said, I don't know if he's tall or not, but... And he's calling them besties? These are my besties. It's like, come on. That's what I'm saying. None of them. I only had one teacher in my life, maybe two, one for sure, that I was like, whoo, Jesus, she's bad. Like, she could get it. The other ones were like old and raggedy and wrinkly. I guarantee you, you know how crazy it would be? Do you know how many... See, this is how it gets crazy. Do you know how many guys would be in the classroom if she was letting us do her hair or braid it or touch her in any way? There would have been guys in the classroom every single day. Talk about I finished my homework today. Can I go to class to see Miss Banano? I wanna help her do something in her classroom. There would be guys galore in there.
And it's not only a guy thing, because it's funny enough, I went to a high school that had a lot of young teachers.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of the females was crushing on a particular male teacher. Like it,
oh wow!
Right. So that would be the conversation. I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my husband. Don't talk about my husband like that."
Oh, the teacher was saying that to the other teacher.
No, this is the students. Like me and my friends,
Uh-huh.
they talking to me like, "Yeah, that's my husband. I'm going to my husband class right now."
See,
talking about the teacher.
Yes, exactly. And this is why I say it's an issue, because you do certain things with certain people. You hang out with your friends, you go to the mall with your friends. You may not go to the mall with your coworkers. Is it inappropriate to go to the mall with them? No. But there's a boundary of like, sir, I don't even know you like that. I'm not about to call you to have you take me to the mall. I don't know you. There are boundaries in all relationships. And that is one that I feel like he's blurring by doing that. In that video, I think I heard maybe 4 things that I would consider red flags. I think him saying the whole thing about being a female versus a male is an issue. I think him saying that he has 100 besties. I'm like, you a grown man. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is. Now again, I've seen teachers. I used to be a counselor. I still never call them my best friend. I'll tell you that right now. That's kind of crazy. But I do know teachers that do stuff like that. They'll post it on their Instagram and stuff like, "Oh, this is my best friend."
That's weird. I'm sorry.
I hear you. I'm just saying I have seen it, but normally when that happens, the kids are like in the first grade or something. So the kid don't even really like. I don't know how much the kid even knows what's going on. But middle school, I'm not calling no bunch of middle schoolers my bestie. Cause think about your life as an adult. You are an adult. You are doing adult things. You have bills to pay. You have maybe even have mouths to feed. You have family issues. You have actual friends you go to hang out with. And you are calling a bunch of girls, a bunch of kids, your besties who are in middle school. That's just crazy, right? Other thing that I think is kind of a red flag to me, this is very weird when I heard it. He said, "I don't want to have kids. I see all of these people as my kids." I always say this, right? Now, this is the personal thing for everybody. This is my theory though. Okay. I think that people that don't want to have kids have some type of emotional hurdles to overcome. Right? I think that anybody that does not want to have kids, they will, if they don't say like, yeah, I'm a schizophrenic, or maybe I'm bipolar, so I just feel like maybe I couldn't handle it. And even then, they still want to have kids. I don't see a legitimate reason that someone would not want to have kids. Maybe they already have them. Maybe that might be a reason. Other than that, I don't see it. A lot of times, girls who are with guys who they don't really like will be like, "Well, I don't want to have kids," because the guy that they with is saying he don't want to have kids. But again, they usually want to have kids. So him saying that already to me is like, bro, what do you mean you don't want to have kids, but you want to take care of all these kids as your kids? And then the other one was, I want to be the cool teacher. These are all issues, right? I don't think you go into it saying, I want to be the cool teacher. You might say, I want to be a great teacher. I want to be understanding to my kids. I want to be empathetic to them. I want to be able to help them with their problems. I think a lot of the great teachers that people have had are in terms of kids and stuff, I think are the ones that actually understood the students and like helped them understand, let's say, math in a way they did not think they could understand it before, or helped them to like kind of put the concept of science and philosophy together, things like that. Where you're like, wow, I had one teacher who really understood me. We joked around. I really enjoyed talking to them. They helped me out a lot, and that was it. It just ended from there. So me personally, I think that it's not. What would you call it? It's not bad per se. I think it's just inappropriate. And honestly, let me look up the definition of inappropriate. I was talking to my friend about this, and I feel like most people do not know the definition of words. I feel like most people that use words use them from context clues of somebody else using the word. So let's see, what does this mean?
Pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest stands for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fish Gatorade or something. Since 2000.
So the inappropriate means not suitable or proper in the circumstances. See, because people, and that's what I'm saying. So when you hear the word inappropriate, your mind might go to a sexual thing, right? But the definition of inappropriate is not suitable or proper in the circumstance. Under what circumstance should a middle schooler be taking out their teacher's hair? There's no circumstance in that. And then actually, I'll tell Melissa about this. If the school was like a hair salon school, or they had some type of, maybe the kid was like, you know what, when I grow up, I really want to have my own hair salon. And then they made an event for that. In that circumstance, it would be proper and appropriate and suitable to do the teacher's hair because we have an event.
I don't know. Even then, probably not.
Why you say not?
Because I feel like in that case, you'd probably get them like dolls or whatever. Like if you go to hairdressing school, they're not having you do your teacher's hair.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like you might do people's hair for real.
You might do people's hair, but I don't know if you're doing the teacher's hair. They'll give you like a doll or something to work on.
Oh no, but are you saying a doll or no person? Like what are you saying?
I'm saying like, I'm saying that it wouldn't. I don't think it would be the teacher in that scenario that you would be.
Sure, but I'm saying that it would be an actual person. Like it would be more appropriate if we have an event, like we have this big event that's doing hair. What?
Because I'm like that's another thing too. I don't think it being an event would necessarily make it better. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if you've seen that video. They had an event where the teacher had the students doing a peanut butter toe licking contest. Did you see that?
I did. That's crazy, but that's inappropriate.
Yeah, right.
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There is no situation like if you wanted to have a situation where you had to suck a teacher's toes, that would be like, let me see. What would be an example of where a child got sucked their teacher's toes?
It was other kids that they would like. It was the kids were licking at peanut butter off the other kids' toes.
Sure, it would have to be. if we're trapped in a cave, right, and I'm about to die, and there's peanut butter on my toes, you die from starvation, but I can't move, then it's okay. People wouldn't say it's inappropriate.
I guess.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. The circumstance is like, okay, guys, it's not inappropriate. I feel like you can have an event of a child doing a student's hair. It's just like,
right. You don't just jump into doing people hair.
Like, right. There has to be something. What is the reason why you're doing this? Because they asked you to? That's crazy. More 5, 7, 8, 10 of y'all are here? Crazy.
And that's the other thing too. That's what I didn't like. He's not thinking of it from a child's perspective, and that's what I don't like.
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
Thinking of it from his own perspective. It's me. I want to be this. I want to be that. He's not thinking about this kid. He's grabbing kids from other classrooms saying, give me your best students. And that's the other thing too. I don't think he told the teachers what he needed the students for.
Right.
I think he was like, oh yeah, we do. You heard how he was like, oh yeah, it's a free period. You could be on your phones. You could be playing basketball. Yeah, they just chilling in my classroom. I feel like that's the energy he took to the teachers. Like, yeah, give me your best students. It's a free period. They could just hang out in my class. Little did they know he grabbing the girls from the other class to do his hair. That's crazy.
Right. Another thing too, again, I didn't see it in the video. They said it was happening. I didn't see no guys doing this hair.
Right. What about the male hairdressers?
Right. I ain't seen no guys doing this hair either.
They want to do hair?
So
there's none?
There could have been guys doing it. All I'm saying is I didn't see it happening. So
and then but the other thing too, I don't like that, like you're taking the best students or whatever out of their class to do this thing. Now those little girls thinking like, okay, I did really good in school and my reward today is me taking out my teacher's hair. That's not crazy?
I feel like that's no. I wouldn't say that.
That's what I would say.
What? No. I'm gonna come back to that.
Because he's like saying it like it's a benefit.
No. But he's no. Like
He talking about symbiosis is a mutually benefiting relationship. That was
wild. That was a wild statement.
Jay.
Oh, you saw Jay, right?
Right.
So
there's some kids. They might want to be a barber.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He said that he went and asked them to do his hair. And I'm pretty sure you can, and this is middle school. Kids are still kind of fluid in middle school. A boy might be like, I'll take your hair out. Why not, teacher? Because again, these kids are like 10 years old, 11 years old. Middle school is what? 6th to 8th grade? You are 9, 10, and 11 years old. You think if I went to a student and said, take my hair out, they'd be like, no? They'd be like, okay, my teacher told me to take your hair out, I'm just going to do it. These are 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. Now, again, I don't know their age, but he said middle schoolers.
And then how fluid things are nowadays, you never know. They might want to.
Right. Listen, and honestly, Jay, I don't know if you've been around kids recently. They real gay. A lot of these young kids be doing a lot of gay stuff for fun. Okay, they be doing a lot of humping each other, doing all types of head movements. They be doing all types of weird stuff. These new age kids. Okay, so
I was doing that for when I was in school.
And so that means it's worse. It's worse.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in this day and age,
they paint their nails, man. They do all types. They do everything.
It's like gender fluid.
They getting pink hair.
No. What do they say? No gender roles. So it's kind of like it's. I think it's even more likely for you to be able to do that now without being made fun of.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think you could get away with doing like taking out their hair, for sure, and not being made fun of today.
Like, yeah, I'm just helping my bro out. Like, and it's like because that's the thing too. Like kids, they're learning and that's why this is so crazy too. They are learning boundaries. The notion of that's gonna be gay and you're gonna get made fun of. That's kind of boundaries that you've learned like from whatever you've seen in the ecosystem of your classroom or the ecosystem of your peers. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. He is teaching these kids these boundaries. And if a teacher that didn't have innocent intentions would do the same thing, they're already in this situation.
Right. And that's what I was gonna say. That's the thing I was gonna say too about the boundaries thing. So when you have boundaries, you can tell when somebody's crossing it. And that's how you can be safe from people who may have worse intentions, right? So, like Melissa was saying, if at some point they have a teacher in the future, 3-4 years from now, who's very handsome, who is very tall, he's playing sports, he's very smart, all the other teachers love him, right? He has tattoos and he wears suits or whatever, right? But he a freak, right? So he like little kids. He coming into class, he hugging them up, squeezing them real tight, picking them in the air, swinging them around. They have already learned, like, oh, it's my favorite teacher. We besties. I love when he grabbed me. He's such a strong hug. I love holding when he holds me in the right. They don't. If they already have the concept of you're my teacher, why are you picking me up and holding me and swinging me around? Like that's not what we do. Listen, facts. Listen, I got this. I thought my classes, my years was bad. But again, my dad said the same thing. Cause I remember I went to all boys school, and oh my goodness, I'll never forget. I was in class. The teacher walked out the room, and for some strange reason, everybody turned into some type of monkey. Right? They start screaming. They would jump on the desk, grab it, start humping the desk. I'm talking about aggressive hump where you can hear they doing that. And I'm just looking, there's multiple kids at the same time. And I'm just like, wow, what? Why are y'all doing that? I don't understand. Now I see the kids, they do little, what's that little, is it a Fortnite emote? They start bouncing around and they had their hand like this. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh my God, I'm gonna show y'all this. Cause y'all, this I'm saying, this is the new age kids. Let me see if I can find, kid basketball, dance.
Nasia said she saw it.
Oh, okay. Right. I'm about to, because I'm like, listen, these little kids, oh my goodness. Oh, it's an I Show speed dance. So it's him. Okay, so here's the video right here. How long is this?
We gotta.
This 5 minutes. They don't have like the other version of it. I just want to see the actual video. Oh well, let's just.
Go. We gotta refresh it and everything. Look at this man's celebration. Look, watch him. He hit the 3, right? Watch this.
Y'all see that? So you think he wouldn't braid teacher hair? You think this kid right here not gonna braid?
No, and if y'all look,
his teacher
if
hair?
y'all don't know what he's doing. Look at this. Peep it. Is this dude right here? He be I Show speed. I've never seen nothing of his, but I know he be with Aiden all the times. Look at this. This is what he's doing.
So now, right?
Bro, look, he does it again. What's this?
That's speed.
Yeah.
Yo, what? Bro, come on, man. This man really pulled this off in the middle of a game.
Bruh, and you know what's crazy? That's not, she didn't even do it like that. Speed was less, it was a little bit less feminine than that. But either way, you think that little kid not gonna braid somebody's hair? His teacher, his bestie teacher, his favorite of all time teacher, that's what you think? Listen, y'all bugging. But either way, the moral of the story is have boundaries in your life for everything. For everybody, for your best friend, for your regular friend, for your acquaintance, for your girlfriend, for your wife, for your teacher. Cause I'm like, this is a funny thing I was thinking about it earlier, right? Do you think you could just go and grab a cop gun? What do you think they would do to you if you did that? They'd probably spaz out. because you're crossing the boundary between civilian and police officer. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you grabbing my gun? Right? If you and your homie got a gun, you grab his gun, he might be like, you got me, bro. You got my gun again. Like, that's what happens. Because that's the boundary. You have to have these boundaries for the job and the person that you're in. It's inappropriate. These are things that should not be for that circumstance. But boundaries. Everybody should learn them. What else happened this last week? Oh, bro. Okay, so we had a meeting, right? And this is crazy. Oh, right. Right, exactly. People have tried to find out. Could they cross that boundary? And they're, like I said, I'm learning this in my old age, okay? That even though it's not bad, you should still enforce certain boundaries. Like, even if somebody isn't doing something bad to you, it's like, hey, I'm not mad at whatever you're doing. It is what it is. Like, this is a boundary, right? So in the park, if there's a girl that's young and she like this like a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 of them that come to the park to hang out with the vendors and stuff. They know some of them. Fist bump every single one of them. Hey, fist bump. How's it going? Fist bump. I could give him a one-handed hug. I could do that. Nope, we're not even doing that. Fist bump you. Fist bump. That's all you get is a fist bump. That's it. That's all you get. Boop. So, but anyways, so we got a call a couple of weeks ago, right? Or email, and I don't remember how they found us. You know how they found us? It was made in New York. So we are a part of this program or this company. I think that's what they said. They're looking for companies that were made in New York for.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they found us.
So, they are a. Can I find them? Maybe I couldn't. This is why I like doing live. I can show y'all stuff during live. Okay, let's see. I can find them. Let's see. JFK. It's a new terminal. So it's called Terminal 1, right? And pretty much what happened is they liked our product. Okay, I see that. I can't see it. Really. So this is Terminal 1. They're building this out, right? This is going to be what they have here at JFK. And the Carlisle Group, I know them. Oh, those are the sponsors. What happened?
Nasia said her cat is watching the live right now.
Where's Sushi? Sushi.
That's the wrong one.
What do you think?
I don't
Where
know.
is she? Oh, she's sleeping.
Right, I don't know what she's doing. It's right. You want a cat to come to you? You gotta call the other.
My daughter would come if I called. If she wasn't sleeping in there, she would come. Like if she's in the kitchen bouncing around, she would come over here. She looking at me right now. You think if I call, she'll come. How much you know?
All right, we'll see. Like I
Watch,
said, that's
come
not that. If someone told me, I have to call one of my cats
for your life to save your life.
Right, to save my life. I'm calling Rock.
But see, he up there. He don't be coming out. He not coming out if I call him. I will die before he come out of it. Man, he will look at me and blink. Sushi, come here. Sushi.
You want to know? Maybe, yeah. You can't call him after a certain time.
Right, it's past his bedtime. He ain't coming out of there. Sushi, come here. Sushi, you embarrassing me. Come here.
She's not the one.
Sushi, be the two. Sushi, be the two. Sushi, come.
I bet you if I call, let me see. Rock.
He was sleeping. You know, woke him up and
he's
disturbed him.
sleeping?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Listen, either way,
They
Sushi.
both sleeping? What?
No, well, she's not sleeping. I thought she was. He is. Well, he's not now because he woke him up. But, anyways, okay.
Yeah, he's not coming out of it.
Right, exactly. I would have died. So, okay. So, pretty much, there's a company, there's a bunch of different vendors that are going to be here, right? Like different companies or whatever. This whole new space. And what's happening is one of them reached out to us and was like, hey, we would love to have your candles in our store. We're currently putting in a bid for JFK. So they're like, if we get accepted, then we're gonna carry your candles inside of the store, right? And they were saying that it's not like it's a. So okay, one thing I said was, yeah. Listen, I'll beat my cat ass real quick. They don't play that. I wish they would act up. They get a whooping. What? Man, I'd be the first one. Be like, I wish you would act up in this house. But yeah, so I was telling them like, listen, our products are kind of like high priced. What's the margin? Like not the margin, but like what's the price point for your store, right? And it's not even like I say store, and I feel like y'all probably think like a boutique. No, this is like a massive store. Like I think they're gonna have 3,000 square feet of space just for the store, right? Inside of JFK. And they were saying that they sell scarves, like the bougie scarves. I'm trying to find one of those for y'all. I'm gonna call it a bougie scarf because I don't know what they call it. Yeah, like these. They have like these right here, and they sell these for like $300. They said in their store. So we were like, oh, okay, we might actually raise the price of our candles again. Because I'm like, right now it's 65. We're probably gonna do 80. I think that's. Oh, your son's coming out. Come here, Rock. Come here, son. I can show you off to the people on the stream.
Okay, now?
Yeah. Woo. Say hi, Rock. Say hello. Say why you stepping on my stomach? Say hello. Why you being weird? Why you being weird, bro? What's wrong with you?
You say you don't pick me up latest.
Why you being weird? You being mad weird. I don't know if you do. Where you trying to go? What you trying to do? What are you doing?
I want to face you.
I don't want to face you.
That's what you want.
I want you to go down now. I'll put you down. I don't know what you're doing. Go eat your food. So yeah, so we had a whole Zoom call about it, and I keep my fingers crossed. I think we should know by August if they're gonna get the bid or not.
Just purring.
So right, like I said, that's gonna be great because that could be so much money coming in. I forgot they gave us some numbers about what we could probably do, but I forgot what the numbers are. But that is in the works right now, so that's one thing. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So.
You want to go to your dad?
No, you don't. No, you don't. You go to his mom. Right, go to your mom. So the other thing, we had an event today. Shout out to Rumble. They were amazing. It's like a workout class, but they use boxing as the workout, right? They don't teach you how to actually box. So that was, yes. Technically, we would have a whole section in the store. Yes. We would have our own, like, MBur Candle Co. section in the store. Crazy. I know, right? Insane. At JFK, you can get you an MBur Candle Co. right off the plane. Say OV ho. But yeah. So the Rumble thing, it was today. It was a great day today, honestly. We woke up mad early because it was from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And, they want to be late. So we got up at like 6 and then got there like 8:30-ish, 8:40. Now, here's the thing. This is our first time being with them. And how we met them is a lady bought our candle when we were at Artisan Fleas like a year or 2 years ago, I think it was. And she was saying, so she's actually the regional manager of this company. And she said, oh, it would be great if you guys were in the gym selling candles. And you're like, okay, cool. If it's going to be free, we have no problem pulling up, right? So, boom. Pull up. Funny enough, she ended up getting like relieved of her job or something. She's not there no more. But the next person said, you know what? It's fine. You gotta bring you guys in, and you guys can still sell there. So we've been talking to her, and it was great. So we were there for 3 hours. We probably did like $250 or so. And the reason why I liked it is because we were only selling for like 20 minutes, right? This is a pro and a con for it. So it's only one room that they have for you to work out, just one. So they only have one class going on at a time, right? So once everybody leaves that class, they come down to the locker room, kind of where we are, and then they buy the candles and they go home. But for that 40 minutes up to that, there's no one walking in and out of that place. It's just abandoned. But once the class lets out, everybody comes downstairs, they buy candles, and they leave. This is one of their smaller locations. They asked us before, like, hey, would you want to do a bigger location? Now, at the time, I didn't know, because I'm like, listen, I don't really know what to expect from doing this event. I don't know anything. So I'm like, the more we do them, the more I'll get to see like kind of how they are. So according to her, they have one that has 4 floors in somewhere in Midtown, right? Now, the reason why I think that would be great for us is because if the classes are running at different times, that means that we'll always have a class that's ending of people coming to buy candles. And that's what I want. I want 3 hours of people leaving their class, coming to the locker room wherever we are and buying candles. That's what I want to get to. So we have another event with them next month. We were going to have one this month, but I think I responded too late, so it ended up being June. But I think they also kind of said, like, again, the first lady I talked to pretty much was like, listen, you guys can come whenever you want. That's what she was saying. I don't know if we have the same kind of access as that. We might, but I don't know. We'll see. But I would love to be like, hey, were we on the phone with them before?
I don't know.
I thought we were on Zoom. We didn't Zoom with them before?
Oh, yeah. But that wasn't the first person you spoke to.
Right, it was a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's better. That's fine. That means that the one that we talked to second was the one that said we have mad locations and we could go to like other ones and stuff. Because that's what I want to do.
Cool.
Right, I want to do that. I want to go to the other location. Because I listen, when you're not paying for fares, oh my God, it's a blessing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Because think about that. If that fare cost $250, we would have lost money. We would have made $250 in 3 hours, and we would have lost that because we had to pay for the freaking thing. That's just crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We lost money getting down there. We lost money on inventory, and we would have lost money for paying for the thing. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, they just highway robbery. So I said that was this week. Oh, that was actually today. What else happened? I almost got into a fight with a protester. So, boy, people are ridiculous. Yeah, I know they having this Islamic. Is it Islam? I don't know. It's not Islam. Israeli. Somebody's having a war right now. Gaza, Palestine, right? They all fighting, and they've been doing their protests in the park. So the other day, they came in the park like 400 or 500 people deep. And they were carrying this Ark of the Covenant looking thing through the park. So, for some reason, I don't know what possessed this man to like take my chair and throw it to the side. I almost lost my mind when he did that. Because my bag was in a chair, and I wasn't even mad by that. I was more upset by the fact that he even grabbed my chair and threw it the way he did. And I'm like, okay. So I grabbed my chair back and hit him in the leg with my chair, right? Because I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what's wrong with you? Right? He's like, we got to carry this thing. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm like, listen, bro, you could have said, hey, do you mind moving a chair for me? Right? It was crazy in that part. It'd be mad people in there. And they'd be having a protest like every 2 days. But he's like, I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, you could have said, excuse me, or can I get by? Can you move the chair? Something. For you to grab my chair and throw it is crazy. And this is what really got me tight, right? He not even like that. That's what this whole situation about this even, like, my biggest issue with the protests is the fact that the people protest are the people that are not built like that. Because it's fun and cute to do. But, like, y'all not really like that. Like y'all really not like that. It be the green hair, purple hair ones. They wearing masks out there. I'm like, y'all not really protesting. So for you to throw my chair like that, like don't get beat up in the park. That's ridiculous. That's over something that you probably don't care that much about. Like I said, listen. I say this every time I talk to anybody about the protests. You walking in the park, okay? You want to really protest? Go to the person's house that is causing you this distress. Go sit in front of their house and chant all your chants, play loud music, do all that stuff. And then when the police come to remove you, then that's when you do that's a real protest. When they coming in there, flash banging y'all, water hosing y'all, putting the big ass light beams on y'all, arresting y'all. Now we talking a protest. Whatever y'all doing is y'all playing sing along. That's what y'all doing. Walking around the city playing sing along with your friends. Cause ain't none of y'all really trying to really do nothing for the protest, and that's what annoys me the most about it. And then after that, like while it was happening, another guy came up. He was also kind of with them. He was like, "Yo, sorry about that. They threw your bag on the floor or whatever." Right now, at this point, I'm already amped up. So I'm like, I want to fight somebody at this point. That's how I feel. I'm like, I want somebody to do something to me so I can fight I want to fight and hit somebody. That's how I'm feeling. And when he said sorry, like, about it, he moved my chair a little bit and then kind of like walked off. He didn't like move it. If he had stayed there after he moved the chair, we might have had an issue. But he like moved it and like just kind of walked off real quick. So I'm like, all right. Now I was thinking if I should have said something again afterwards, but I do realize like I think I have very good self-control. I don't think that I have a lot of blow-ups. I don't think I really get like I think I have too much self-control, to be honest with you. I think it's a thing. So? Absolutely. I think there are certain circumstances where I should be blacking out on people and I don't. Because I think like what are the repercussions of doing this? So even with that, I'm like, okay, if I knock this Ark of the Covenant shit on the floor, right? How would they respond? One, probably jump me. Or two, knock the candles on the floor. And that's money. And I'm like, I don't really know if I want y'all messing the candles up. And I'm like, so like I think about it, I'm like, okay. Am I willing to fight over that for the candles? Now the vase are broken. The fucking sign might be torn in half. They go on their way. And tomorrow I'm not selling because I don't have this stuff. So I'm like, but you sound like you think I don't have too much self-control? Is that what you said? What was that? What you were saying? You say you think, what was that? I was just making sure. Nah. With that question, what you mean you was trying to comprehend? I feel like it was a very comprehensible statement, Melissa. Well, I have too much self. You don't know what I can. I have too much self-control.
You don't know what my comprehension skills are.
I do. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying right now. But yeah, so that was a protest thing. I was just, like I said, I thought it was some nonsense. I'm annoyed when they come in the park, because when they come in the park, they just block the whole table, and the sales are done for the day. So that was trash. What else happened this week? Oh yes. So I guess this is probably the last thing. Let me check to make sure. Yeah, so this will be the last thing. So y'all have businesses. I know a lot of y'all be in here having businesses and all that. So Nasi asked a question. Nasi asked, does Melissa enjoy not having to go to the park to sell candles?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Funny enough.
Right.
I feel confident. I feel like I can say it now. I have a channel.
Oh.
I have a gaming channel. So when I'm home, I stream.
So yeah, funny enough. So she came to the park today,
right?
Because we were at the boxing gym and the gym was close to the park. So she kind of came with me to the park. And one thing I've noticed is that if there are two people behind the table, people come to the table more often, right? That's number one. If there's a pretty girl behind the table, i.e. Melissa, people come to the table more often. They're like, oh, there's a girl over there with you. Okay, it's not just a guy selling candles. Okay, we come over there. She has her hair, her makeup, her body, all that stuff. People are like, oh, let me come over there to the table, right? She does not even have to sell. She just has to be around the table. Now, I think the most impactful thing that she can do when she's there is handle the people that come to the table while I'm dealing with somebody else. Because that could be an extra 4 to 5 sales or 6 sales a day just from people come to the table. I can't talk to everybody. Like, I can't address everybody. And even if I do address everyone, I can't give everyone the same kind of, what's that word? Yeah, but there's another word for it. No. I can't be attentive to everybody the way that they would need, right? Because if I'm talking to you about, oh, you have this cat or whatever, and we're bonding over this conversation, and then someone comes to the table and I'm like, hey, how you doing, whatever. It could be a me thing. I'm a people person, right? So, or a conversationalist, one of the two. You guys can come up with whatever you want to come up with. I think when I'm talking to someone, I want the vibe to be right, and I always feel like if I just cut up the convo, mid convo when we're having like a deep whatever, it messes up the conversation, and I don't want to do that. I'll do it if I have to, but for the most part, I don't want to do that. So especially now when I'm selling, because now that like I don't want you to feel like he just ignored me. I was talking about my cat, Roxy, who just passed away, and you said to somebody else, what's your favorite scent? So that I feel like turns people off. But now Melissa could come to the table and deal with the people on the other side. Another thing too at the table that happens a lot, which she kind of saw, which happens, it happened twice today. People will come to the table and have a convo with me for like 45 minutes. They will just talk to me, and we'll talk. I'm a talker. We talk to people is what I do, but I'm still selling stuff. But now Melissa was at the park. I could have that convo with somebody for 45 minutes about marketing and emails and stuff. And Melissa could go, hey, we have candles. You want to get one? So I think that is great. And then what was I saying? I'll say something else before that. Right. So we are now approaching like phase 2. Right, this is how I have my faces out, and I have never really written them down. They're kind of in my head, but I'll share with you guys. So phase 1 was we have to sell candles. We had to make money to pay the bills. Can we do that? How are we gonna do that? Because I'm like, y'all might remember if y'all go back and watch some of the old podcasts. Like before I ever went outside, I was like, damn, okay, I'm gonna go outside. I don't know if I'm making any money. At that point, I was okay with doing like 2 sales a day outside. I'm like, if I can go outside and make $70 a day, that's enough money to pay XYZ bill. And I can take that money and do this with it, whatever the situation was, right? I did not imagine I was going to be doing this much money at the park. So the next phase is kind of, what is that word? Staggering the money and the days I work, right? So what I want to do is I want to start taking adding another income stream within the candles to the business, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm following up with the people that we have their contacts about either being in the hotel, being in their store, doing a collab with an author, all these different things. I'm like, okay, before I was only focused on get up, go to work, go to the city, sell candles, make money. Don't think about nothing else. It was very hard for me too. Don't think about doing a spreadsheet. Don't think about doing your bookkeeping. Don't think about doing nothing. All you're going to do is go to this park and sell candles. That is all you're going to do. Don't think about it. I'll come home, lay in the bed, watch TV, and just be like, don't think about nothing else. Just this. No Hotjar, no website, online sales, ads, nothing. So now I'm working on my skill of following up with people. Okay. So so a while ago, a lady had bought candles, right? She was actually an author, and she bought like 2 retail therapies, the big ones. She didn't care about the price. She just said, "Let me get to it," and she was kind of in a rush. So she was like, we should really collab with the candle. And she had said to me, she was like, "Yeah, how much would it be for 50 candles?" And I was like, 50? 50? You want 50 big candles? Oh God, that's a lot. That's a lot.
50 big candles?
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
Right.
Jeez Louise.
That's exactly. And we raised our prices again of the big candles. Right now they're $50. So 50 times 50 be $2,500. Right? $2,500. So I hit her up again because I'm working on my. I'm working on my following up skills. And I hit somebody up earlier in the week. I feel like I failed at it. I asked him a question. He never responded back. I'm like, damn, I messed up. So now what I try to do is I try to like be a little bit more personable in the conversation, right? Funny when I say that. I feel like someone else, I tried it where I was too personable. I was like, hey, you in bed? You up? How's it going? Right? She didn't respond either. I was like, damn, I think that was too much. So now this person, it was kind of somewhere in the middle. She had just did a segment on Fox for her book that she wrote, and on Fox News or Good Morning, Good Day America. And I'm like, oh, I saw you do it on Fox. Congratulations on your book and your success in getting on, your stuff out there. She was like, oh my God, thank you. We gotta do a collab. That was her first response. We gotta do a collab. I'm like, yes, we do gotta do a collab. Yes, we do. I would love to do a collab. And then from that conversation, that was like on Wednesday. She said, you know what? Before we do the collab, it's Mother's Day coming up. Let me get 3 candles. I want to buy 3 $50 candles right now. And then she was like, can you deliver them to these addresses? We were like, sure. And they were in the city. So I ended up taking 3 big candles, one down to Warren Street in Tribeca, right? If y'all know the city, kind of like Wall Street area. Kind of they got money over there on the West Side Highway. Got a nice little waterfront view. The other 2 are going to Saks on 5th Avenue. Now, when I got there, she had texted me like, hey, take it to the 4th floor receptionist. Now, it's Saks. This is a mall, a clothing store. So I'm like, I know there's no receptionist up there. Because I'm like, it's a freaking clothing store. Like, it's going to be closed up there. So I go upstairs, ask a lady. I say, hey, ma'am, where is the reception? She goes, the 1st floor and the 2nd floor. I'm like, and she just walked off, which I didn't really like. I'm like, ma'am, you don't know if I got money or not. Don't treat me like that. But it is what it is. Hey, what's up, Tangela? How you doing? The big candles are 12 ounces. So I'm asking around. I'm like, you know what? Let me ask somebody black. For advice, because I'm like, obviously this lady is playing with me. I see some black dudes. I'm like, yo, have you guys seen receptionists? And he's like, well, I don't really know about a receptionist. He was like, you talking about the personal shopper thing? I'm like, probably, bro. I'm like, I'm on the 4th floor. What's up here for me to go give somebody something? He's like, yeah, go over there, and that you might see a desk. Now, here's what annoyed me by everybody. This is what everybody pissed me off, right? It's a big ass desk with a wall, like a glass wall. Why would y'all not think to say that's the receptionist up there? Are y'all retarded? Like, why would y'all not think that? That's so crazy to me that people would not, like, mind you, the first lady I asked was probably like 30 feet from that, maybe like, not 30 feet, maybe like 50 feet away from that door, and told me she don't know what I'm talking about. But I get over there, I drop off both the candles, and I see, like I said, this lady probably has money, obviously, because either she has a personal shopper, because she was saying that she bought the candles for her team, right? So either they personally shop for her, probably. I didn't even think about that. Damn, that's crazy. They're her personal shopper? Because that's another thing, too. Her book is about fashion. So I thought that she might be a personal shopper, but they might be shopping for her. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, so like I said, now my goal is to start following up with people and trying to get more B2B stuff, more business to business candle situations, whether it be us doing events, whether it be like boutiques and stuff. Because like I said, business is very simple from this standpoint, right? If you want to make money, oh my God, tell me about it. Where was I recently with somebody with money? Somebody had money we were looking at, and we were like, damn, that's mad money. You remember what that was?
For what?
I feel like there was something that we were doing recently, and we were like, they have so much money, they're not even thinking about this. I forgot what it was though.
I don't remember.
Let me see. Who were we talking to? Was it? I don't know. I forgot. Someone we talked to had money, and we were like, damn, we don't even think about money like that. Maybe I was talking to my friend about it. Oh, I even tell you about this guy. Oh my God. I was going to leave without telling you about this guy. Oh, okay. I'm going to come back to him. Oh my goodness. So, obviously, like I said, you have a business. You can sell an expensive product. You can sell a service, sure. So it can still be sure, expensive service. A small group of people, or you can sell a lower cost product to a larger group of people, right? That's kind of like the basic of it. Or you could have, I guess, kind of the same. You could have larger order values for whatever you're doing, and that's kind of what I want to get into. I want to get to a point where people are buying a box of candles from us. So like every transaction is like $300, $500. That's what I want it to be, right? So that way, think about how crazy that is. Like I might go to the park right now and make $500. That's the whole day I'm there. If I could have one person just buy the candles, be like, "Here's $500 right here," and I gotta do is make a phone call, drop them off. I would much rather be walking around the city dropping off candles than going to the city and selling them. I would love that. That'd be so much easier. I could just take them downtown.
That would be kind of fun.
Right. I'm going to this store. Here's your $500 candles. Here's your $500 candles. And here's your $500 candles. And I go home. How much you made today, babe? $1,500. What time is it? It is 12 p.m. That's what I'm making a whole week before. So that's what I want to get to. And honestly, I think 500 could be kind of high depending on what we're talking about. But I think that that would be, if we have 12, a box at 12. Kick somebody?
I didn't know he was there.
500 divided by 12. Right. And we have to sell each candle about $41 to $40. And we would get $500 per box of candles. It's literally just 12 boxes. It's 3 of each candle. That's not a lot. Like, it's not a lot of. It's 3 of, honestly, it's only 3 of the big 4. It's only 3 candles of 4 cents. And we have 8 cents. So that means an average order could be like $1,000. Like, hey, we want to get, one box of the blue, one box of the red. Here's $1,000. I would never see me again. I would be making $30,000 easy. But we're getting there. We're slowly getting into that space. It's kind of the wholesale space, and we're leaning more into that because we got to increase the amount of money we're making. And if we can't hire people right now, then obviously we have to just increase the amount of money that we make per transaction. Cooper asks, how long you been making and selling candles? We've been doing it for 3 years now. We started in 2021. 2021. So, listen, great. I love it. I enjoy it. And from doing the candles, I met this guy. Ah, man, I don't even know where to start with this guy.
Yeah, you right. You was about to leave without telling me about it.
Bruh. He came to the park, and pretty much he is walking me through the process of how to live in Tribeca or live in Manhattan for under $1,000 in a nice apartment. Right? He's saying that he's doing it right now. He's trying to put me onto game. If y'all had me on Instagram, you might have seen him. Fire dude, very funny looking. Not funny looking, but like he's a funny guy. and he always has his dog on his shoulder. People love taking pictures of him. And when he first came to the table, right, he was like, "Listen, a lot of people are gonna come by the table and take a lot of pictures of me. So just prepare yourself." I'm like, pish posh. I'm like, I've seen that before. Lord have mercy. I could barely talk to this guy with the amount of pictures that people were taking of him and the dog on his shoulders. It was ridiculous. Like, people were cutting us off mid-convo, like, "Oh my God, can I get a picture of your dog?" And him, he like, "Listen, picture of my dog, gotta follow us on Instagram. His Instagram, and you follow us? Okay, take a picture. Go ahead. Now you can take a picture." So that was his vibe, right? Very funny guy, probably gay, black. So, no, that's cool. Now, this man was talking about taking me and Melissa to Gras. To Gras. You ever been to Gras? I don't know what that is. Gras. Where's Gras? I think somewhere in France. Let me see. Gras. Gras. It's a commune in France, right? And he wanted to take us there so that we can get cool with perfumists. What you mean? What are you talking about? Who going to Gras, Melissa?
Everybody.
Listen, y'all go to Gras, guys, and tell me how it is when y'all get there. So he was like, "Listen, I want y'all to go out there. I have people, take a jet out there. I want y'all to, I have some people I'll introduce y'all to. Y'all can meet." He was telling us to go. He gave us a school to go to that would teach us the art of perfume, right? And then we actually become like credentialed perfumists. He thinking luxury for us. He's like, "Listen, y'all should be selling candles for $300, $400, right?" He was like, "What you guys want to do is you want to make it so that like you are so good at making sense, you could just make a custom scent for anything, for anybody, for any situation, and you can charge a lot for that. And you want to do more of that than what you're doing now."
You know what's so funny? We know someone that does that.
Who? Who does?
Remember we met? He makes.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah.
We follow him still. Yeah, that's what
We follow him on-
or that what you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Right, that'd be us. And I think he follows Sir Candleman too. So he put us onto that. He put us onto the apartments. He told us how to get money. He was saying that he could probably get us in Bergdorf because he knows the buyer at Bergdorf Goodman. What else he was saying? But like I said, it's so much, and I'm fake tired. I'm not gonna lie. I've been up since 6:00 in the morning, and right now it is 12:00. So my eyes, as you can see, are red. But he is. If you ever watch Inventing Anna, he reminds me of that. He's the kind of person that doesn't have any money. Let's put a quotation around that because he doesn't, but somebody else that he knows might in terms of his family. But his value is in his connections. He looks at it from how can I meet somebody to get me where I need to get to, as opposed to like how can I do it myself. And it's obviously working for him because he's doing fairly well for himself. He's chilling. He travels where he wants to go and does whatever he needs to do. So, but yeah, that guy, like I said, I'm gonna keep you updated with him. Because if we get these apartments, if we are able to get an apartment in the city, a luxury apartment in the city, that's normally $5,000, and we get it for $900, y'all will never hear the end of it. Never will. You never will hear the end of it, okay? So, that is it for this podcast. I love hanging out with y'all. It's always good times, always good vibes. And you know what it is. Hashtag Bamboo Project 2024. It's all about changing our environment. Okay? Gotta keep that in mind. Changing our environment. And with that being said, Bamboo Project out. Facts. I'm also exhausted.